Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever long-form video I have ever made on the FS340G's robotics channel. And before we begin here and get into all of these really cool things, I just want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to not only make long-form videos, but also, make side projects on the channel. So I hope you guys don't mind that too much. And another video for the robot is coming out pretty soon. I want to say maybe in a week or less we'll be having more of the main robot. But for now, let's get straight into, first we'll go through the wiring, the design choices, the coding, and then we'll get to some behind the scenes stuff. And we'll also be playing around with this claw right here. Now, first thing you may realize is that we have our control board right here. This is using 5 potentiometers and 2 buttons. One of these potentiometers doesn't really do anything right now, but I will explain that when we get to it. On the bottom, we have some clean wiring. It just goes out through some little holes, and it's nothing too special. Anyways, wires come out through here. They go straight into the power rail of the breadboard, and some of them go to the analog pins of the Arduino Mega. Down there, I know it's kind of a mess of wires right there, but don't mind that, because this gets hooked up to the PCA board, which drives our servo motors right here. Those are SG90s, and then we got some MG90s down there. And most importantly, we obviously have our power supply. It's 5 volt, 20 amp, plugs straight into the wall, and it is great. Now you may be wondering why this is here. This is just simply so I can power up my Arduino, because to be honest, I didn't really hook up the power supply to the Mega yet, but that's fine. I mean, obviously it was just kind of a prototype, and I hope to make an upgrade version soon. But now moving on to how this thing actually works. It doesn't work the greatest, but as we come down here, we can move all of our joints as we need. We can open up our claw, come down here, close in on the object, and we failed. Hold up. This happened in the short form video too, but there you go. You can kind of grab it. It doesn't like to work a lot though, so I'm just gonna hit a quick cut. Okay, now I actually did have to help it pick up our object here, because it's just a blow-up prototype. But now that it's got a good grasp on it, you can look wherever you need and drop that thing. However, here's the cool part about our robot. It can turn! You can turn the chassis! So now let's go to example 2 to see where this would be useful. Alright, now call it underwhelming if you want, but here's the use case that I decided to use. We can move around, it works just perfect, and well, you can also drop that. It's quite an amazing system, but now let's get straight into the design process. Now, moving on to the actual design itself, we have, well, quite a lot of stuff in here actually. First thing you may realize, robot jaws in here. Disregard this. I just had to use this to get the measurements of one of the SG90 slots. And as for these, this was the first joint, or no, this was the second joint. This down here is the first joint. This was the base. And then this was the top right here. Now you may be asking why there's a second one of these. Well, this is actually going to be the third joint. However, well, I just didn't have time to integrate it and it kept causing problems. So you will see something like that in the future, just better. And you may be saying, well, why is the claw system actually kind of cool, but all these models suck? Well, let me tell you something. I had a little bit of help on MakerWorld from Printworks. He uploaded this beautiful, or he or she I should say, uploaded this beautiful robot arm claw for MG90s. It works with SG90s as well, and it requires no external hardware. so I was able to quickly just print it, maybe make a little bit of modification to it to fit my SG90, and yeah, it worked really well. Huge thanks to Printworks here, and yeah, it's for use. Go check them out. Definitely an amazing project. Now, as for the second thing I actually want to address while we're here, I switched to Fusion 360 as my modeling software instead of Tinkercad, which I was just on. I'm still getting the hang of it, but future projects will be modeled on this, including the main robot. And that's all thanks to this guy right here. I'll put him on screen. His comment actually made me aware of this modeling software that I probably otherwise wouldn't have figured out even existed, or I probably would have just kept using Tinkercad. But thank you so much to this guy right here. And I mean, that basically concludes our video. But I just want to give a very special thanks to everyone who decided to watch these videos, from the first short or TikTok all the way to this first ever long form video. You guys all mean the world to me. And yeah, thanks a lot. There'll be more videos coming up soon of the main robot and other side projects. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and that's the end.